Hi, I'm Doug Boles, president of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Thank you for listening to Behind the Bricks. We're excited to bring you this exclusive and entertaining content about the world's greatest racetrack. Keep listening, and I hope you enjoy this episode.
Your day moves fast. Your news should too. That's why there's a new and improved Wish TV app bringing you more local news, breaking alerts, live streaming, weather forecasts, radar, and Indiana sports all in one place. Customize your news feed to see the stories that matter most to you and get the information you need when you need it. Download the new and improved Wish TV app today on iOS or Android and take News 8 with you everywhere.
Hey, Indianapolis Motor Speedway fans, Doug Boles here with you for another episode of Behind the Bricks, and we are truly behind the bricks. We are on the backside of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum, and as you know, it's closed and it won't open again until April of 2025, a year from now. But we wanted you to see what's been happening over the last 6 months because it is really exciting. But the first thing we have to do, we got to go inside here. We got to get on our safety gear so we can go see what's happening with the construction in the museum. Come on, let's go. Mandy.
Hi, Doug.
Everybody, this is Mandy Bender. She is the Vice President of Operations here at the museum. We are actually in the Shield Sexton trailer. They're the contractors that are working with Mandy to make the museum so exciting for all of us in about a year. A lot of stuff has happened in the last 6 months. I haven't seen it since the last car went out. Thank you for inviting us.
Absolutely.
Can we go check things out and take the fans with us?
Let's go do it. We'll get you your hard hat and we'll go.
That's what I heard. I had to wear a hat, so that's good. So let's get dressed and we're going to go see it.
The new Indianapolis Hall of Fame, dedicated to man, machine, and that magic moment, which is part of every race.
So now that we're safely ready to go and tour the museum as it's getting ready to open a year from now, I'm standing here with Mandy Bender, who helped us get set up, and Craig Pelusi. Craig's the project manager here, so between the two of them, they're going to give us that tour so we know what's going on, what to expect, and the progress that's happened over the last 6 months. We're standing right now in the entryway that if you've been to the museum, you've come through many times. It's where we began. This looks completely different, Mandy.
It's 100% different. There's no area that's been untouched in this entire museum. So normally you would have walked in and there would have been retail on both sides. Now all retail will be located on the east side, and the west side will be our welcome center, where that will be museum ticketing, guest services, membership, all of that. And so it's going to be a much more welcoming experience the moment you walk in the door.
And there'll be a bit like an atrium as you come in, just a way to really get you excited before we get a chance to go in and see what's happening.
Absolutely.
All the work that Craig and the team at Shield Sexton have done, we're going to get a chance to talk to you about how that is. But can we go inside?
Absolutely.
All right, let's
go.
do it. So we've entered. We're now kind of where the atrium is. You're going to have a donor wall, and then I want to talk to you a little bit about what's going on here, but how does the experience work now that I've got my ticket and I'm ready to go in?
Absolutely. Like you said, you mentioned you're going to walk past our donor wall. Those are all the people that have made this project possible through generous donations and
you can still donate.
Yep.
Yep.
And then you'll actually walk into the very first gallery, which is the gasoline alley, which we'll go to next.
That sounds great. Now, this was our atrium skylight area, and it's going to have to come out, unfortunately, because when you have artifacts that are older, the sunlight is a problem, plus the leaking issues. So maybe one of the last times we get to see that light come through there.
Yes, so as you'll see, there's a giant hole in the roof right now, but as you mentioned, natural light for artifacts is just not good, and we had a lot of temperature control issues, and we're doing everything from HVAC to plumbing, so filling in this skylight will help it make it a much more robust space and more welcoming to our guests.
Well, and we're protecting the things that fans love the most, are those artifacts that tell the story about the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. 50 years ago, they weren't worried about that. Today, we want to make sure all of the things you see in here are around for another 50 and 100 years. We've got to get rid of the sunlight. So we've just come in the entrance, and as soon as you come through the entrance, you're going to turn the corner, and you're going to be in what used to be the old glass. Remember those old garages that used to be on the end? This is the space we're standing in right now where that theater is, but this is going to begin to tell the story of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway right here.
Absolutely. So we are now in the Gasoline Alley Gallery. We're featuring 7 different garages throughout the era, starting in 1909 all the way up to modern day IndyCar series. And so you'll actually see the floor transition from, you know, the rock and tar
Right.
surface
Yep.
to the bricks to the asphalt, and even the facades of the garages will change, thematic inside and out. Casework on the other side showcasing some of our artifacts and the history.
And those garages are going to be like the garages were at the era for the cars as you display them.
Absolutely, they're all period correct. There's been a lot of research that's gone into,
Yep.
you know, down to the flooring type, whether it had windows on the front or just wood facade, and everything else in between.
And those will be interchangeable. So as time goes, you can change out different cars and display different things depending on what you're trying to tell the story.
Absolutely. So the cars will change in and out from time to time, depending on what we're trying to showcase.
Yep.
And those eras are broad enough that we've got quite a few years to transition between.
So after we tell the story of the history, then we get to go to the corner and see
Absolutely.
the spectacular of today.
Absolutely.
Let's go check it out. So this will be the starting line experience, and it's going to really try and put people in what it's like to be on the grid on race day.
Absolutely. As we know, we only have one race day, but we are open 363 days out of the year. So we want to give our guests that experience to what it's like to stand on the track on race day, all that pomp and circumstance, all the traditions that we know and love, and that'll all take place in this experience with a large overhead LED projection screen.
All the way up here, yeah.
20 by 80 screen that will actually go over the top of you and all the way down in front of you.
And then on the sides, you're going to feel like the grid, and you're going to have the front row here.
Absolutely. So, you know, here's something like driver start your engines, and there'll actually be sound projecting from our show cars that'll be wrapped in that year's starting line livery. And it's all those visceral experiences that you get on race morning.
And that's the one thing for you fans that you know. There's nothing like being at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway on race day for the Indianapolis 500. And when you bring your family, when you bring them here, they're going to get to experience that. So that way you can bring them back to experience it in person. So in the museum, before we started construction here, what I really loved about it was the stories that the cars told, but they were static. Where we're standing right now is going to be called the qualifying experience, and it's an opportunity for folks to really get their hands on and play around and learn while having some fun with it.
Absolutely. So this is an area that we are introducing so much interactivity, technology, all of that. Now, it's something that we really didn't have in the museum before. So we'll have everything from simulator stations, a pit stop challenge, even a soft play area for the littles and all of that. There'll even be, you know, driver reaction testing, engineering testing, just what it's like to be a part of a modern day an IndyCar team.
And it's not really designed just at kids. I mean, it's for everybody to come in. There's experiences, as you said, the little kids are stuff, but there's stuff for folks like me.
I say, but we've got kids from all ages, so.
Absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun as you come through, and the stories that are told by the cars, you can get to have a little bit of fun and create those memories and stories right here in the qualifying experience. So we're now on the very north end of the building. At one point in time, this area was offices for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, for accounting, for the museum, and then it became exhibit space, and now it's going to become Penske exhibit space. Talk a little bit about what we're going to do in this space of the building.
Right, so we're actually in the entryway to the Penske Gallery. This will be lined with a lot of the Team Penske successes that they've had here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, including their 19 winners, some room for additional winners to come. The Baby Borgs will be on feature here, and some of Roger's cars over the years, 6 vehicles in this area as well. And over to this side, this is where our classroom will be, calling it the Innovation Workshop. Very STEM and STEAM focused area here, whether it's interactives or classroom style, rentals, all that.
That's one of the things about our sport. There's so much STEM that folks can learn. Wasn't something we were able to do in the museum before. Mandy and her team have put something together so that as you bring kids in or classes in, they can connect what they're learning in the classroom to what we do on the racetrack here, all right next to the Penske Gallery. Roger's really excited to be able to showcase a lot of his stuff here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the place he loves so much. So I'm standing here where the Borg Warner Trophy will be when this opens up a year from now. There'll be a mezzanine above us. This is a massive piece of property right inside the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum. But Craig, you're the project manager here. This is an awful lot of work to take a 50-year-old building and modernize it to today. But how are the bones of this building?
The bones of the building were actually surprisingly good. When we opened it all up during the demolition phase, we actually didn't find too many problems, but the ones we did find, we've certainly made them up to modern standards.
So the project is going like you had hoped it to go. You continue to learn. We got elevator shaft here, all the stairways getting ready to be done. You talked about new insulation on the walls, just everything like a normal construction project.
No, I wouldn't say that is normal at all. It certainly brought us challenges. There's a lot of people involved in the design side of it, from the theming through to construction, through to engineering. It's a great team that's come together to build this great project, but it's certainly taken a lot of man hours to get it to being able to actually do it.
So you have a set of plans, but how often as you're going through those plans does something real time happen on the project where you have to pull everybody together and say, well, it looked like we were going to do it this way, but we have to adjust?
So there's two parts to this. There's the white box, we'll call it, the construction part of it, getting the building ready for the theming portion of it. Both of those scopes of work are as big as each other, and they've had to work hand in hand together, and so there's constant coordination between those two groups, and then there's constant coordination between our superintendents and the subcontractors to actually then resolve things in the field and pull it all together.
So on a typical day, how many people are working on this project?
At the moment, I think there's about 60 people, and we'll probably get up to 80 to 100 people at the highest point, I think.
I can't thank you enough for you and your team for what we're going to do and the fans that are going to come through and really love this. So thank you so much. So there you have it, folks. This is the man who's project managing it, working with Mandy and the entire team here at the museum to make this turn into what we're all going to get to experience next April. Well, I definitely feel like I'm in a construction zone right now. We are in the basement right here where all kinds of things are going on. This will be open to the public to come down and see it, but all the utility underground stuff's going on. You've got the mezzanine support. This is going to be spectacular.
This was a lot of action prior to coming in here today, reinforcing, adding beams, columns, all of that, the elevator shaft, but the basement will now be the lower level and part of your general admission experience coming into the museum.
And you're going to still have some of those winter exhibits. That wall's going to have a replica of our 9-degree banking.
Correct, yep. So we'll have a winner's gallery down here. We'll also have a feature car gallery with different exhibits, cars from our restoration, other rotating exhibits coming in. On the west side, we'll have essentially an area, again, for those other non-car exhibitions, rotating exhibitions throughout the years.
And maybe my favorite part is this is where you'll actually get on the behind-the-scenes Kiss the Bricks tours. You're going to have a really cool display of how you can see how big the speedway is right down here before you get on the bus.
Absolutely. So before you would get on the bus at the front of the museum, you never even actually made it into the museum before taking your tour. Now you'll have the opportunity to go through the entire museum, learn all that history, and then go outside and have your Kiss the Bricks or View from the Top tour.
And I love that because for folks that have never been here before, they will understand the bricks, why they're here, and before they kiss them. And now, right now, they go kiss them first, and then they have to learn about it.
Exactly.
It's going to be really cool. So the basement is going to be really spectacular. A lot of space down here, a lot of cars, and this is where you'll get on your tour to go kiss the bricks on the front stretch. Well, there you have it. That tour inside the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum. 6 months since we announced that it was going to get renovated, and about a year from the time that we all get to go in it when it's complete. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Mandy, for the time. You have to be totally excited.
This is such an exciting project to be a part of. I can't wait to welcome everybody back in April of 25.
Well, and one of the great things about Mandy, she's passionate about the Speedway like we are. She loves to tell the stories about it, and you too can participate. It is a 501c3 not-for-profit. This place exists because of the way we love the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I encourage you to donate $5, $10. You can even get your name on the donor wall. It's a little more than $10, but if you want your name on the wall here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, please donate. Help tell the story that we love so much. And until next time, it's Behind the Bricks. Thank you, fans, for listening to this episode of Behind the Bricks. We look forward to bringing you more exciting content about the Indianapolis Motor Speedway soon.